morning again. Road to Jerusalem. Rabbi Nachman has an amazing clarification for all of us about faith and truth. He says like this, that the sign of our faith, the sign that you have faith, real faith, not the imported kind, the kind deep in your heart. The sign that we have faith is patience. If we are patient with reality, patient with time, patient with people, patient with ourselves, patient with our pets, people get, a little edgy with their pets sometimes. They don't respond fast enough. The sign of true faith is patience. And peace is the blessing that comes with that patience. So in the simplest formula you can imagine, peace is the patience of faith. And each person has his own level of faith, for sure. No two people are alike. Every person has a different matrix of causes and effects and influences. Every person has suffered what they've suffered. The traumas and the disappointments of this time we're in doesn't leave anybody untouched. But I pray in these highways where there's just crazy things happening every day. You don't need to go to an amusement park to ride a roller coaster out here. You just see it happening, unfolding on these highways. And I just pray. But what am I praying for? Don't hit me. Let me not hit anybody else. No, that's a little bit after the fact. No, I pray that God give us patience on the highways, because the rabbis teach, the sages tell us that the highway, the road, is the Reshut HaYetzer. It's the zone of the evil inclination. The highway is the place where anybody can do anything they want for the moments that they're driving, whether they want to or not, whether they're forced to or not. I'm just coming to a checkpoint here, and things are happening, and I'm going around. Take the long way is the shorter way. But the highway is the place where it says the bull would gore. That's the ancient Mishnah. Now, I don't see too many goring bulls out there on the highway these days, but if you put a steel body on it with a couple of horns, it's going to look pretty much like a car. And I don't even need to comment on what the terrorists use cars for, and tractors. We've been, attacked by tractor drivers who suddenly forget that they're digging a hole and they're trying to put people in a hole. And it's not funny, obviously. But the truth is, the Mishnah is always right. The Torah is always right. And the oral law of the rabbis is divine inspiration for their time and their generation, that it spreads through all time. And they say that the ox that gores in public the first time, the owner of the ox has to pay for damages. But then from then on, that ox, that goring vehicle of power, they talk about 500 horsepower cars. I wonder how much ox power you get in a Ferrari. Be interesting calculation. But nonetheless, the second time the ox gores, it has to be put down. That's just what has to happen. The rabbis are clear about it, and we are the ones who have to deal with it. I'm just going through a whole menagerie here. Trucks blocking the road. This is fun. As we're speaking about patience, everybody's getting piled up in traffic. But understand, when the Mishnah tells us that an ox, the second time it has to be put down, because it gives you a very interesting thing, and we've heard this before, that once the animal tastes blood, it will never go back to being a normal, passive animal. The same with dogs. Once they taste real blood, the blood of kill. And what is amazing is in the halacha of shechita, Jewish slaughter, to make food, meat, edible for a Jew, it must be slaughtered in a kosher way because we want to remove the blood that the soul is riding in. The Kabbalah teaches is the soul of a creature rides in its blood. And that's good for us as well as, your favorite hamburger. And so the idea of the slaughter is to remove the soul from the creature without the person or whoever's damaged receiving the soul of the animal. If you eat an unkosher animal, you're eating the soul of the creature. And the nature of the animal enters the person. So this is a very deep thing, obviously. And when we talk about an ox that gores, or a person that loses his mind behind the wheel, I don't think we're so far from the idea that once a person is involved in violence and aggression and killing, there's a real question how much rehabilitation he can do. How safe is that person in society? And right now, the cabinet of Israel is trying to decide whether they should let back Palestinian workers into the area of Israel to work, because they've been incited and made to be the tools of the rage of Hamas. So all of these things wind together into our little journey to Jerusalem, and the main point, though, is that the sign of our peace is patience, and our faith. So that's what we really need wherever we go, whatever we do in life. We need patience. People need us to have patience, because not everybody has it. But if everybody imagined a world where everybody prayed for everybody to have patience, well, we might, the clock might slow down, and life would become much more pleasant. So God should bless you all with the peace that comes from the faith and patience. And we will see you again. Have a great day.